announcement. Everyone's always talking about Gatorade, you know? I like Gatorade. I love Gatorade. Jay even mentioned it earlier. Gatorade. You know what? I'm here to say, they don't need our help anymore. There's 1.25 million alligators living in Florida alone. It's time we shift our focus to a different animal to help. Like, you know who really needs our help right now? The Amazon rainforest. That's an animal that needs our help. That went well. All right. I think people are always like, oh man, I'd love to be an animal. I'm glad I'm not an animal because a lot of animals are kind of weird. Like turkey vultures, those are some ugly motherfuckers, man. Like if I was a turkey vulture, I'd probably blow my fucking penis-looking head off. You know, like them dudes are ugly. Bring it to a whole new level. One animal I do like is the tern. You know, like the bird. Yeah, that's right. Tern fan. I like the tern because it's also a word in the English language. But you get in some funny situations sometimes where someone's like, hey man, turn off this music, I don't like this. And you're like the bird, you know? Like the bird. That's a funny situation I constantly find myself in. Another thing, people are always like, oh, I wish I was a dog. Like, that'd be sick to be a dog. You just gotta lay around. And also, dogs are pretty intelligent. Dogs have like the intelligence of a 5-year-old, is what people say. And that's not a compliment, you know? Kids are really stupid. I don't mean to steal Michaela's joke, but kids are really stupid. I'm sorry, Alex. The kids are just dumb as shit. Like, I saw this dad walking with his son, and the way I could tell he was a dad is he was walking with his son. And I was like, and the guy was like, hey, like, my kid's really smart. I was like, did I even say anything to you? But he was like, yeah, my kid's really smart. I'm like, sure, all right. Let's test him out, okay? I'm like, hey, kid. Getting all this stuff. He's like 8 years old. I'm like, hey, kid, you're so smart. Is there gravity in space? Kid's like, yeah. I'm like, wrong answer. If there's gravity in space, how would the astronauts float around in the spaceship? Doesn't make any sense. Kid's like, wait a minute, no, it's because the orbit is in a state of free fall. Hey, kid, you're wrong, all right? Just accept it. Dumbass kid. You know, I gave him some advice. I said, it's better just to own up to your mistakes and admit when you're wrong. Another thing people say a lot is like, oh, look how cute this kid is, or like, my kid is so cute. You know, look at all these cute kids. I'm just not into kids like that, really. I'm just not attracted to them in that way. Like, it's hard for me to say that, really. Like, you know, I would never want to date a kid. And another reason is like, they can't keep up a conversation for shit. Like, this is a real conversation I had with my cousin. She's like 5. I was in my room playing video games, and she came in, and she just stood there for like 5 minutes and stared at me. Like that. And then she said, I'm allergic to shellfish. And then she peed her pants. Like, I can't be having that when I'm taking you to like Red Lobster, you know? I need more consistency. And I know you know, this might all seem a little hypocritical because, you know, I was a kid once, but I've reformed. I'm an adult now, born again adult. But when I was a kid, I used to also believe in crazy things, you know, crazy shit my parents would tell me, and like, for instance, Santa Claus, you know. Sorry again, Alex. But and other things they would tell me, like, oh yeah, we love each other. We're not gonna get divorced. Thank you guys.